Hey y'all, it's Chels with Cooking with Chels, and today we are making one of my viral video meals. This is Marry Me Salmon. It is creamy, it's dreamy, it is delicious, and it's really easy to make. And since it went viral on my Instagram, I'm like, let me make a long form content video of this so y'all can stop asking me how to make it. So here we go. Let's get into how to make it. So first I'm gonna start by cleaning my salmon and adding all of my seasoning. I do have a salmon cut here and I'm gonna cut it into the size fillets that I prefer, and then I'm gonna clean it with some white vinegar. I always clean my produce, my meat, my veggies with white vinegar or lemons, and sometimes you could just use both. And so this is something really good to have in your pantry, and as you can see, I keep a big one on deck because I go through so much just trying to keep things clean around the house. But let's get into this salmon. So I have my cut of salmon here and the skin is still on. I know some people do not mind the skin, and sometimes I don't mind it either, but for the purpose of this meal, I do not want this piece of skin on my salmon. So I am gonna go ahead and remove it. So we're just gonna pull the skin. You just kind of want to take your time because you don't want to rip too much meat off the salmon because you're going too quick. And if anytime you hit a snag, just grab your knife and just kind of make a little cut and just start to pull it back. And then you can also just use the edge of the knife to kind of hold the salmon down as you pull it back. And oh, see? Patience. You won't have that if you have a little patience, but we're all right. So I've put my salmon in the bowl. I'm gonna add a little white wine vinegar to the salmon. You don't want the vinegar to sit too long because then it will start to cook your salmon. So just make sure that you're giving it a quick rinse. I'm gonna put my gloves back on. I'm gonna rinse it off with some cold water and then cut it up into some fillets. But just make sure you're not letting it sit too long. All right, so I'm just adding in some cold water. Salmon has that kind of slimy film on it, so I just try and make sure that I'm rinsing it off because I just don't want that film cooking in my food, you know? And if when you see it, like you can see that it's pouring off that darker color, and you want to make sure you're rinsing your salmon until the water runs clear. And already on that second wash, like it's already starting to be a little bit cleaner or more clear. Now I'm just patting my salmon dry. I want to make sure that the seasonings stick really well and that when I start to cook it, it'll start to form a really beautiful like outer layer. So you just want to make sure that it's not too wet. So now we're gonna get started seasoning our salmon. I just wanna make sure that all the elements of this dish have good flavor. So I'm gonna take my seasoning salt. I have some Cajun seasoning, some paprika, parsley, red pepper flakes, and a little bit of my basil seasoning salt. And I'm just gonna coat all the sides of this salmon because you wanna make sure every piece is seasoned. So I'm gonna take the oil from my sun-dried tomatoes and I'm gonna use that as my binder. So this is just gonna elevate the flavor of the dish, and I'm just not wasting anything. I don't believe in wasting products, so I'm gonna use the oil in these tomatoes. So just make sure that you are adding the same seasonings to the other side of your salmon. So I'm just making sure that all the different pieces or all of the nooks and cranny of the salmon is nice and seasoned. All right, perfect. I think we're ready to head to the stove. So I have some organic Cajun butter from one of my favorite small brands. It's basil year all around, and I love this brand. And so I'm literally down to a small corner, and I'm gonna go get some more. He's usually at some markets near me, so I'm just gonna use up the rest of this Cajun butter, and I know it's gonna elevate the flavor of this dish. All right, so we are going to add that salmon to this skillet. It is on medium heat. I want to make sure that the salmon gets nice and brown. All right, so now we are going to flip over our salmon. Oh. Ooh, it's like the perfect little char. So now that my salmon is cooked to my preferred doneness, I'm gonna go ahead and remove it from the pan, and I'm just gonna set it on a plate for it to rest, and so then I can start working on my sauce. I'm gonna dice up my onion. I just need a little piece of this onion to go in the sauce, nothing crazy, half of an onion, maybe not even half of an onion, like a fourth of an onion will do. I only have 2 fillets of salmon, so I don't need that much. I'm gonna dice it or cut it in half, and then I'm gonna cut it up and get me a few pieces just to add to the sauce. I don't use a lot of garlic and onion powder. I try my best to use a lot of garlic and onion. But I do still use garlic powder and onion powder, but definitely having the real thing elevates the dish. I already had some pepper jack cheese on hand, so I'm just gonna go ahead and slice up what I already have. I just need a little bit of cheese just to make sure that the cream sauce is nice, thick, and creamy, honey. So a little bit of pepper jack for a kick is really gonna make it pop. Now I'm gonna add a little more butter back to the pan because now we are gonna start building up our sauce. So I just wanna make sure that this has really good flavor, and it starts with the butters and the oils that you use. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil. I don't want there to be a lot of oil in the sauce because then your sauce can separate and the sauce will break. So I just wanna make sure it's just a little bit. And now we are gonna add in the onion. So we're just gonna let this sweat down. So now I'm just gonna start squeezing the oil off of my sun-dried tomatoes while my onions are sauteing down, because I'm gonna throw this in the pot next. Oh my gosh, look at that, so much. We're gonna squeeze that out one more time. Let's just double it up, double or nothing. And look, you guys, you can still see the oil is still coming out, and you do not want all of that in your sauce. So we're gonna add this to the pan. So I ran out of chicken broth, but I am going to use a little bit of water just to coat the bottom of the pan just a little bit. I don't want everything to start burning, and so in an effort to make sure nothing burns, I'm just going to add a little bit of water. So now I'm going to add in my spinach, and I'm going to let that start to saute down. Now I'm about to start adding in some heavy whipping cream so we can start building the sauce. I'm gonna eyeball about a cup, maybe a cup and a half. Make sure this is simmering on low, you guys. You do not want to break your sauce. So just make sure when you are making any kind of a sauce, simmer it on low. Let your milk come to a low simmer. Let the cheese, when you're adding it in, be at a low simmer, and just mix it together. Because if you cook it too high, your sauce can break. Now we're going to start seasoning the dish. Now that we have our milk in, the cheese is going to be a little salty, but not too much. But now we can really gauge the flavor of the sauce. So just kind of add in gradually. Start with teaspoons of your seasoning salts, and then add in your herbs like your parsley. If you have dry parsley, add that in. But just start with a little bit at a time and just build on the flavor. And make sure you're tasting as you go. Taste as you go, taste as you go. You don't want to get to the end and taste your food and realize it's not how you wanted it. So just make sure you are tasting so you can build the flavor that you want. All right. And just a little bit, see how you like it. Don't go overboard. You don't want it to turn out too salty. All right, let's give it a mix. Perfect. I'll put a little more cream. To start thickening up the sauce, we are going to add that Philadelphia garlic and herb whipped cream cheese. Y'all know how much I love this stuff. So we're just going to take a big heaping spoonful and we're going to add it to the dish. Ooh, this is going to be good. And look, it's already starting to thicken up. And you don't want it too thick, you don't want it too loose. You just want a good, nice sauce consistency so you can pour it over your salmon. And now I'm just gonna add a little bit of pepper jack cheese. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit in just for some good flavor. You don't need mac and cheese creamy, okay? You just need a nice light, maybe not even light, but you just want a nice thick creamy consistency, okay? Or gauge it how you want it. This is your kitchen, this is your food. So if you want it thicker, make it thicker. If you want it looser, make it looser. But just start with a little bit at a time so you can make it how you want it. We're almost there. We're not there yet, but we're almost there. I'm gonna add a little more seasoning. I have some Cajun seasoning. I just put Cajun seasoning in everything. I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but it just makes everything taste better to me. I knew something was missing, and it's my Kinder's caramelized onion butter. This stuff makes everything taste better. I'm telling you, if you see it in the store, just pick it up. I know that this is gonna elevate my dish. Like, this is what I was missing. I know it. All right, you guys, we have put it all together. The salmon is done. The sauce is perfect. And now we have this creamy, dreamy Marry Me Salmon, honey. So go get your boo because it's time to eat. All right, you guys, it's time for the taste test of this Marry Me Salmon. So let's see what it's hitting for. All right, let's see. I'm getting married, y'all. Because this is good. This is so good. And it came together so quick. Y'all have to try this one out.